As part of our continuing election coverage, we turn our attention to Wisconsin's 2024 U.S. Senate race.
Of course, incumbent Democrat Tammy Baldwin faces Republican challenger Hovde. I had the chance to sit down with both of them separately, and here's what they had to say. The race pits two Madison natives against each other.
And I'm so proud to be the senator of America's Dairyland.
Incumbent Democrat Tammy Baldwin seeking a third term to the U.S. Senate.
Working for the people of Wisconsin is the biggest honor I can imagine.
And Republican challenger Hovde.
I'm doing this for one reason. I love my country.
A real estate developer and banker.
I understand how blessed we all are to live in this wonderful country we call America.
Both candidates spending the final weeks of the campaign driving home the differences on where they stand when it comes to the issues voters care about. Top of mind, the economy. Hovde blaming Democrats for driving up the national deficit and igniting inflation during the pandemic.
We increased spending during COVID by 40% because we shut down the economy and we're giving transfer payments to individuals and to businesses. But when the economy got released and started roaring back at the end of 20 and 21, we kept spending up by 40%.
But Baldwin argues the pandemic shortages are long gone, and there are other reasons for the increased costs.
If you have a short supply and huge demand, prices go up. But what's really frustrating to me is why they haven't gone down as inflation has tempered. We see the reports, it's now at like 2%. And I think a lot of that has to do with corporate price gouging.
Where do the candidates stand on the issue of abortion?
I want women to decide, and I want to make Roe v. Wade the law of the land, because I don't think your zip code or your state should determine what rights and freedoms you have.
I believe in the beauty of life. I have 2 daughters, 3 grandchildren, and I believe in exceptions for rape, incest, and the health of the mother. And I believe women early on in their pregnancy should have a right to choose.
Turning to immigration, we asked whether they supported the Bipartisan Border Act of 2024, which included more border agents and tools to stop fentanyl, but stalled in Congress.
That piece of legislation was an utter joke. It was a bill masquerading to get funding for Ukraine, and the House had already rejected it, and once almost every Republican senator saw what was in it, they rejected it wholesale.
We could have had those border agents in place already had we passed that bill this spring. We could have had that technology being deployed right now if they didn't want to put politics against solutions. I'm for solutions.
With the election looming, both candidates agreed the political parties must find a way to work together.
How do you think I get things done in business? In the world of business, if you think you're going to get everything your own way, you're never going to get anything done.
My accomplishments are only because I can reach across the aisle and get bipartisan cooperation, and that's something that I do really enjoy.
And you can see the only U.S. Senate race debate scheduled tomorrow night. It will air statewide. You can watch it here at 7 p.m. on our 9.2 channel or online at WAOW.com.